Let's see if I'm actually live. It doesn't say I'm live yet, so we'll just wait and see. But hi, everybody. I hope you can hear me. I'm having a massive thunderstorm right now, so I hope it's not intruding on the audio. We are here for my TBR and just a chatty catch-up because I know it's been a while since I've done anything specifically on my channel. So we're just here to talk about the exciting August reads that I have planned, some of the content that I have coming up throughout the rest of the year. Fingers crossed. So we will see. Let me see if I'm actually live. Yes, I am. Okay. So we are live, so that's a plus. Huge plus. I have a lot planned. I know I haven't done much on my YouTube channel in the past month. End of June into July was just crazy busy with a bunch of other stuff, and before I knew it, it was halfway through the month. So, I have a lot of exciting information coming up about things I'm doing on my channel in the future, but the projects will be starting August into September, roughly. Sorry. The first big announcement, which I'm really excited for because I've never read the series. I know I own the whole series, and I haven't read it. I know. Bad book person. But I am doing a Red Rising read-along between my channel and the Who Picked This Book channel that I helped co-host with my friend Jen and Nicole. So starting in September, we will be doing live discussions on opposite weeks of the book club that we normally co-host together. So it's not affiliated with the book club. It's just something we discussed about wanting to read other things as well as the book club reads. So we are reading Red Rising. Sorry, my light. This cover does not like my lights. I've never read it. I've heard I love it, and we shall find out. But I'm really excited. I've heard fantastic things. Let me turn down my audio. Can you hear me? Oof. Okay, let's see. Hopefully I'm not blowing you out. Hold on 1 second. Your eardrums, I mean. Sorry. Still trying to figure out how to work this mic. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Let me hit pause. Okay. I think it was fixed. Hi, how are you? Hi. I was just talking about you not 2 days ago. How are you? Hi. You haven't missed much because I literally just started. I basically, I'm doing a read along with my friend Jen, who I co-host the book club with, the Who Picked This Book Club, along with my friend Nicole, whose channel the book club is on. We are doing a Red Rising read along. It's going to be separate from the book club books that we do. We're going to be doing that once a month. The live for this one, I haven't finished creating the thumbnails for it, but it'll be September 6th, I believe. I'm not sure what time yet, but we're going to slowly work our way through the Red Rising series and get a 6-book series off of my TBR, which will be fantastic. Hi. Thank you for coming. Um, the second one, I feel like the next 3 months are like the months of read alongs for me. I'll be reading with Princess Jen. I say your name and you come calling. Hi. I, hi. I was literally just starting to talk about this. I know I'm trying to get better at like self promotion, I guess. But we are going to be buddy reading this month A Psalm of Storms and Silence by Roseanne A. Brown. I'm so excited because when did we read the first one, Princess? Was it 2020? It's been a while. But I'm really excited to read it. I believe Princess, myself, Jen, and Paula are going to be buddy reading this. I'm so excited. I have tabs in here to break it down. I don't know if we discussed a. I always forget Discord. I have Instagram and Twitter covered. I always, for some reason, forget Discord. Hi, hi, hi. And I'm really excited to finish this duology again and get something off of my TBR that's been on there forever. The first one's one of my favorite books of all time, period. I know it was kind of last minute. I think that's why I literally just remembered that I scheduled this yesterday. I'll I'll get better, I promise. Um for a complete switch to fantasy and all that stuff and sequels and things like that, I will be starting a what do you call it? I guess you would call it historical fiction mystery? It's called Butcher Baker Candlestick Maker, and it is the first. I'm looking down at it because I always mess up the title of this series. It's called the Spokane Clock Tower Mysteries. I believe there are 3 out currently by Patricia Meredith. 3 out currently, and I believe she's working on the 4th. And it is a historical murder mystery set in like I believe she said 1901 Spokane. I'm so excited. I've been missing my literary fiction, and I love that it's short. And if you're curious, Patricia Meredith herself has a YouTube channel. Um, that's how we've become like friendly. Uh, I know. You're always there for me, and I greatly appreciate it, and I never get to tell you enough. um, yes, yes. I haven't finished creating the thumbnails for it yet, but the first one discussing here, I've got it here. The first book, Red Rising, will be on my YouTube channel. Co-hosted by Jen, who I do my the book club with on the Who Picked This Book Club channel. We are going to discuss this on September 6th, I believe, and then the next one in October will be discussed on the Who Picked This Book Club channel. So we're gonna ping pong back and forth between channels. But I'm really excited to finish or get started on a series that everybody tells me they're gonna love, that I'm gonna love. I love you. Get back to my classics, because it wouldn't be my channel if it wasn't classics at some point. um, I'm going to be doing. I have to schedule it, but I'm wanted to do like live discussions on my channel regarding classics, and I wanted to start with a short classic to not intimidate anyone who wants to join. I'm going to be reading Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen. I can't even tell you how many times I've read this. Probably 6 or 7. I love it. It's one of my favorites. But I love all of Jane Austen, so that's not saying much. But I'm just trying to figure out time zones and timing because people that want to join me are all in different time zones. So it's a process, but I'm working on it. This one, if you go through all the extra stuff that's not there, that's not part of the actual book, is 250 pages. It's not too bad. It's her shortest work, and I kind of want to work chronologically, even though this was her last published book because it was published after her death. This was the book she wrote first. She wrote this book, I believe, when she was 17, and then later in life edited it, and they released it after she passed away. Have you tried audio? Because when I have a hard time with classics, I try to lean a little bit using audio. Maybe that'll help. I know. I know classics aren't your jam, but if you want to, I'm trying to shoot for the end of August with this one, but it's just I'm trying to schedule with everybody that wants to join. I'm going to save that one till later. This one is going to take up a lot of my time because it's chunky, but I'm going to split it up into 2 months. I'm actually buddy reading this with Helen, who I met through Princess's Discord and your sprints, technically, I believe. All the audios are great because they're done by actresses that have been in her TV adaptations that they do of Jane Austen. So a lot of her works are done really well because they have I believe Tandy Newton is in one of them, and it's just they're so good. But don't worry, I'm splitting this into 2 months. Helen and I are going to read half of this month. It's a chunky one. Chunky. I've never read it. Always wanted to read it. Had it for a very long time and still haven't read it. But it's almost 1,100 pages, so I believe we need... I was very happy when she was like, we'll split it into 2 months. I was like, yay. Because if I read all of this, I would only read this for the month. The last one is the one I'm secretly most excited for because I have an interview with the author on my channel on the 18th of the month. It's A Drowned Kingdom by P.L. Stewart. I'm sorry for the shininess. My lights are not cooperating. It's the first book in the Drowned Kingdom saga, and I believe he said that there's going to be 7 in the series, but 3 are out currently. And we will be discussing this and his writing journey on the 18th of Friday the 18th at 8 p.m. EST, 5 p.m. PST, and 7 p.m. Mountain Time. I'm trying to be better with time zones. I know. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It's huge. That's why when Helen was like, "You want to buddy read it?" and she said we would split it up into 2 months, I was like, "Thank you," because that's a lot. But I'm so excited for this, and PL is an absolutely lovely human, and I will be interviewing him in like 2-ish weeks. I can't, like, we scheduled this like 4 months ago. I can't believe it's here already, but I'm so excited. And I have a couple books that I don't physically have. It's so good, and it's not that long for fantasy. It's 390 pages. It's not that long. And he's independently published. That's why I was so surprised when he agreed to come on my channel. PL is so sweet. he is. He randomly messaged me like 2 weeks ago. He's like, "We're still on for the interview, right?" I was like, "Yeah." He gave me some early news that he's in the middle of writing book 4, so it should be coming out this time next year. Book 4. He doesn't have a title yet, I believe, for book 4. I'm looking forward to it too. I'll be nervous though at 10 minutes before, but it'll go great. And then I have a couple books that I don't physically own because I love using the library and everything like that. I'm buddy reading, I think it's called Crave by Tracy, is it Wolf? I think so. I got that through my library. I'm buddy reading that with Jamie and Bonnie, I believe. I think that's it. If anybody else wants to join, feel free. And then 2 other books that I am reading, and I'm going to look down because I always mess up Megan Quinn's titles because they're so long. It is... Her titles, I get them all messed up no matter what I do. So on the 16th of this month, we will be discussing Don't Kiss and Don't Tell by Megan Quinn. They save me so much. They also ruin a TBR because 18 books come in at the same time. Does anybody else have that problem? And then we're doing another Megan Quinn on the 30th, which is Those 3 Little Words by Megan Quinn. And those books, specifically the Megan Quinn ones, are for the Who Picked This book club that I help run over on my friend's channel. And then I have just room for mood reading. I'm waiting to see what books come in. I have a podcast episode. My friends run a podcast, and they asked me to be on for their book club discussion. We discussing Harlequin romances, specifically the love-inspired line, and I've never read one, so I'm just waiting for the book to come in, the one that they want to read for the book club. So that's why I'm kind of leaving my TBR pile of possibilities open to different things. And another one is Eat and Love Yourself by Sweeney Boo. It's a comic for Bonnie's virtual book club, and I got that through Hoopla. So, a lot of reading, but also want to give myself time to mood read. I'm getting back into the swing of things with filming content. I'm actually filming and trying to edit clips together. I'm not perfect at it, but I'm working on it. um, but yeah, I'm hopeful that more content will be coming. More buddy reads. This year seems to be the year of the chunky book for me. I had just had to reorder my copy of Lightbringer because the store in the UK that I bought it from canceled my order. So I had to repurchase it. So I don't know when that'll be coming to me. And yeah, but that'll be a couple months down the line because I'm starting with book 1. Jen has read all of them, I believe, but I have not. So this will be fun. It'll be a reread for her, but it'll be first time for me, which will be a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm trying to get into sci-fi. My other half loves sci-fi. And not that I don't like it, I just like it more in like TV form, if that makes any sense. Like I grew up watching The Next Generation with Patrick Stewart. I grew up watching The X-Files, things like that. I usually consume my sci-fi stuff through TV and movies. Yeah, I'm trying to not like overwhelm myself because I think that's what happened in June is like I overwhelmed myself and then didn't read for like 3 weeks of July. Like I went through like a massive reading slump. But yeah, so I'm trying to like get back into the swing of things. And we still have to we have to schedule out a buddy read for Don Quixote because I still want to read that with you absolutely. And if you wanted to reread, no pressure, but if you wanted to reread Strange the Dreamer, I would love to. I I struggle with like I want to have structure because I need structure in my life, but it's also like I want to have room to mood read. So I'm just trying to find that balance. I'm so excited though. I the only thing I don't like about my copy of Doctor Strange and Mr. Norrell is like for some reason it came to my house in a box and it smelled like motor oil. And the book still smells like motor oil and I don't know what else to do. Like it's just smells like nothing was spilled on it or anything. It just smells really bad. But I'm hoping to possibly I have a couple other author interviews scheduled throughout the year. Um, I don't want to say dates yet because a couple of them had to be because of unforeseen things had to be shuffled about a little bit. Yes, count me in because I want to finish because I know Princess, I know you've been lovingly telling me to read the sequel Muse of Nightmares. I still haven't read the sequel. I love Strange the Dreamer, but I haven't gotten to the sequel yet, so I'm curious. What else have I missed? When is your if you're still here, Princess, if I could talk today. Did I miss the discussion on the Simone St. James book? I know. I want to remedy that because I loved Strange the Dreamer. I bawled my eyes out when I read that book. Like not even lying. Like I bawled my eyes out like a baby. Okay, so that's on my TBR as well is the book by Simone St. James. I have that on audio. I got it during like an Audible deal thing. Hi! I was just talking about you at the beginning of the video. We were talking about our buddy read of Psalms of Storm and Silence. Hi. I'm trying to think what else is going on. Yeah, I'm just scheduling out a bunch of stuff, trying to vary up the content a little bit. Um, but it's hard when you're in a reading slump to like make content because like most of our stuff is book related. So when you're not reading, I don't know. I feel weird not making content. Oh, okay. I didn't miss it. Yay. Okay. I swore I thought I missed it. Yay. I'm trying so hard to keep all my book club books written down. um, you're fine, Jen. You're never late. But yeah, so the next couple months are basically going to be the months of buddy reads, things like that. Oh, I can bring this up even though it's not till October, so don't stress out. I will be discussing this book, The Vile Things We Created, The Vile Thing We Created, with the author Robert P. Otterborn. And it was scheduled for earlier in October, but something came up, so we scheduled it for Saturday the 28th at 8 p.m. EST. Again, I'm working on the thumbnail for that one. And I have a couple author interviews in September coming up. One with Monique Fisher. She is a romance author, and I've read a couple of her books. So I'm really excited. I always get a little nervous right before, and then I'm fine once I start talking. Yeah. Is there anything anybody else in the chat would like to talk about, bring up, topics? Anything? Yeah. This cover is scary. It came with I have to give him credit. This cover came with candy bugs. Not bugs themselves. They were like they're gummy candies. So I have to give him credit when he sent me this. That he sent it with like a care package of gummy bugs and Ooh. Is that the oh, is that the Beautiful series? Is that the fourth one? Fingers and toes are crossed. The only edible bug to me is a gummy bug, so I'll take it. I will take a gummy bug. Ah, I'm so excited. I want to reread that series this year. Because didn't they push back the fourth one? Because I think it was supposed to come out last year, wasn't it? I loved I think that was the first recommendation you gave me was The Beautiful. And I loved it. I sat in my house. When I got that book the day I moved in here, I didn't even have any furniture in my house. I sat on the floor and read The Beautiful on Halloween on the floor on the carpet by myself. It was so much fun. Yeah. They're pushing back everything. And now I feel like stuff is still getting pushed back. Like I just finished today the sequel of My Heart is a Chainsaw, Don't Fear the Reaper by Stephen Graham Jones. And the third one is coming out on my birthday. Woot woot. So I don't know who I have to like email and bribe because I want that book really badly. I would love that book. Yeah, with how the second book ended. I need it, I need it, I need it. I know. They pushed back everything. Like, I heard that they just pushed back the third Amari book. Like, it was supposed to come out April this year, and now they pushed it back to, I believe, April next year. I loved it. Um, it was a different format than the first one, which took a little bit to get used to. Not like format like in the book, but the first audiobook was all done by one narrator, and this one had so many different characters that it was done by multiple narrators. It was all characters from the first book, and that's not a spoiler. But it was a different format than I was normally expecting, but I loved it. They need to stop. But I'll get an early birthday present because I'll get the third Stephen Graham Jones or Indian. The trilogy itself is called the Indian Lake trilogy. I'm really excited. It comes out literally like 2 days before my birthday. I'm so excited. They're pushing back everything, and then like my one friend is independently publishing his books through Amazon, and he's publishing all three of the books. They're already done and written and edited and stuff this year. So I'm like playing catch up. I feel like we're constantly gonna play catch up. And I'm trying to remember what else was supposed to come out. I get so like confused with due dates. Like dates that stuff is supposed to come out because it gets pushed back anyway. I'm just really upset that Blackwell's canceled my order for Lightbringer because I wanted the paperback because I have the paperback for all the rest of them, and I'm really upset that I had to order a hardback. Not that I hate a hardback, but like it doesn't match the rest of the series, and it kind of bugs me. Oops, my computer's not cooperating. Ooh, there are two places I recommend. So, what kind of horror are you into, if you don't mind me asking? Yeah. I pre-ordered the paperback from the UK, and then I just got an email last week saying that it's not coming out till May of next year, the paperback. So they canceled my order, so I was kind of bummed because I wanted a matching series. Yeah, because normally that's what I like about the UK because you can get the paperback along with the hardback release. I honestly wish they would do that here because, especially with like, I think Lightbringer is like almost 800 pages. And I remember I watched your video this morning, Princess, and you said it was like Bible thin paper, which is not my favorite thing. Yeah. I just wish I don't know. I wish they didn't get rid of Book Depository. Book Depository made it so much easier. Body. Okay. So, he does deal with body horror, but it's not extreme. So, I would recommend you starting with Mongrels. It's a it's a yellow cover. Um, I call it highlighter yellow because it's so bright. I recommend Mongrels or starting with the first one in the Indian Lake series, which is My Heart is a Chainsaw. And my favorite, I understand why people don't like it, but my favorite is The Only Good Indians. But I know that that's not a lot of people's favorites. Yeah, I wish it was just easier to get paperback for everything because I just prefer paperback anymore. And I know we've probably talked about this before, but why is everything a series now? Like, even books that were written to be standalones are now series into something. And I'm just like, I don't understand. Yeah, I don't know where to I don't know where to go because everywhere that they're telling you to go is only selling the hardcover for a lot of it. I don't know. I just prefer paperback when it comes to big books like Pierce Brown's books. Like Red Rising isn't that long. It's what like 400 pages. Yeah, I'm so tired of it. I'm like I just want to find standalones. Standalones. Give me a standalone. Or like I'm fine with duologies, but like I don't understand why every last book in a series has to be so big that it has to be split into two books. I don't get it. Absolutely. I will give you all the Rex when it comes to Stephen Graham Jones. I'm a sucker. Yeah, and that's my other thing is I have a couple paperbacks from the UK that are just not floppy, and then they crack, and then I've had ones where I've actually been reading them, and the papers have been falling out. I was like, "Are you kidding me? The paper's falling out. Why?" I know. I saw the cover of that book, and I was like, "I need it right away." Like, have you read the Hacienda? I can't remember if you read it yet or not, Princess. Hi, Dion. What time is it over there? You're probably so exhausted. Hi. I'm so excited. I just got the notification that my copy of Elizabeth Acevedo's new book Family Lore is coming because I purchased she's doing a signing at an old bookstore that I used to frequent in Philadelphia. Um it's a family run bookstore. A married couple runs it and I love them so much. They're great. So I wanted to support them when I found out she was going to Philly, and so that'll be in the mail to me at some point next week, and I'm so excited. Really? I don't know. It totally seems like it would be up your alley, Dion. It really does. Was it your book club or Paco's book club that we read it for? I think it was Paco's. I could be wrong though. I'm curious because I like her writing, but I'm curious if it's a novel or if it's written in verse like all of her other works that I've read. Like with the Fire on High. Oh yes, that was it. But we all ended up reading it. Yeah, yeah, we did. I believe I gave it 4 stars when I read it. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm excited that she's doing like smaller family-owned bookstores for a lot of her um book tour, which I think is so awesome. We need a buddy read redo. What are you reading now, Dion? And I'm trying to get to um This might be kind of corny, but we're having fun with it. Um, my other half and I are reading each other's favorite books. So I gave him a copy of Persuasion. This should be funny. Um, and he gave me a copy of, what is it called? Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which I've never read and I'm curious to read it. But he got me the big bind up of all of them. So it's really, really chunky, but I'm excited to read it. Oh, reading slump? Yeah, reading slumps suck. I am gonna read Her Majesty's Royal Coven at some point because I did get the audio on sale one day. What? What's wrong? What did I do? I'm really curious because he bought me the audio and it's got Stephen Fry does the audio and I love Stephen Fry. And I'm really like it's so funny that like so many people I know have read it and I've never read it. Like we never were asked to read it in school or anything like that. So he loves sci-fi. So I'm trying to get him into more sci-fi books. Like we're gonna buddy read The Three Body Problem at some point together by Shishin Liu, if I'm saying it correctly. Okay, that's fair. That is definitely fair. Though I did think about you the other day when I saw Good Omen season 2 is officially out. Have you watched it yet? That's awesome. Yeah, you're right. I just never know what to call him because I boyfriend sounds weird because we're like adults, like we're not 16, so I just never know what to call him. But you're right. Yeah, he's awesome too. No, I didn't even think of it that way. Honestly, I completely understand. Yeah, it just came out either yesterday or the day before season 2 did. I'm rewatching season 1 because it's been so long, and I love the book by Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman. I love Neil Gaiman so much. You're the person I need to talk to, Dion, because like I really liked the first season, but it's been so long that I'm just rewatching the first season before I get to season 2. And I'm just nervous because like I know they were working on a second book when sadly Terry Pratchett passed. So I know that all the stuff from season 2 is from their notes that they were working on together. Yeah. We're not there yet. We're not at the baby daddy part. um, maybe at some point later on down the line. We're not there yet. Um, yeah. I just never know, like, cause I don't know. It's just we're both in our 30s, so it's like sometimes saying boyfriend just sounds weird, even though he is. Yeah, there's plenty of terms I know. I just never know. I know, and I try not to say his name that often. Like I will say his first name, but I'm always careful of saying anything further because it is the internet, and he does have a platform on Twitch. So, and I don't like calling him his Twitch handle because that just seems weird to me. But you guys have been together forever. We just passed our year mark in the middle of July. Yeah, and he's still around. Maybe I'll give him the list and see what he prefers to be called. And say princess needs another term for you instead of other half. Yeah, he's fantastic. I always call him Babe because it's the shortest thing. I'm like, Greg, Babe. Like I either call him his first name or that's that's what he says. Like we go to like gaming conventions and stuff. He's so used to being called his gaming handle that like he got mad when I accidentally called him his gaming. Not mad, but he was like, "No, call me by my first name." He got really mad at me. Like he's like, "No, you don't need to call me that." Yes, that I like. I'll take that. The Mr. Birdie in the books. I'll take it. I love you, Dion. I miss seeing you. I never. We're always at because of time differences and stuff. I occasionally catch your streams on Twitch because sometimes they are in the afternoon my time. Like when I do catch them, it seems to be like 2 or 3 o'clock my time. Oh yeah, I can do that. Give me 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Let me. I was gonna put his Twitch handle in my. I should just put it in my description box permanently. 1 second. I should be able to get it. Uh-uh. Copy. StreamYard. I think I got it. I think that's it. Again, I'm still getting used to Twitch. Like, I follow Mike, Princess, my friend Shay, Greg, Dion, and that's it. Drifting is fine. I'm all for it. That's kind of what happened with like me in July. Like there was everything's fine. It was just like family stuff was happening. Family was in town, so it was like I had no time to do anything. I miss your commentary though, but I'm not forcing you to go back to streaming. I just I miss your commentary when you would stream. And this is his handle. If it gives you an issue, just look up midnight_Vesper and he'll pop up. Yeah. Yeah. I thought of you the other day too when I saw what book was it? I saw a really pretty copy of Jane Eyre, and I know Princess doesn't like Jane Eyre, but I saw a really pretty copy done by Paper Mill Press, and I was like, if Dion does not have this, I need to send it to her at some point. Have a good night. Thank you for being here. Yeah, he is bald. Yep, he is bald, and he's actually streaming right now. That's why he's not in the chat. Yeah, just do it slowly. Just do it very slowly. Just do it. Do everything that makes you feel right. Like makes you feel good. Don't stress yourself out. That's what I'm trying to learn myself is not stressing myself out. Which one? Which adaptation? Because there's like several of Jane Eyre. Because I love the BBC one that they did in I think 2016, 2017 with Toby Stevens as Mr. Rochester. Oh, that's what it was. It was called Edward and Jane, and it's a modern retelling of Jane Eyre, but if they worked in New York City. And I was like, Dion, that sounds like something Dion would read. I loved that one because I felt like that was more. I feel like that was more true to the books when they do BBC adaptations. But yeah, I just saw it and it just came out and it was like on sale for like $6 in paperback. I was like, yeah. Dion, at some point, no pressure. I just thought I'd ask since you're here. Um, I do want to do a discussion on Jane Eyre because I do want to work. I'm working on doing discussion videos for classics that I love. Um, Maybe we can like buddy read it at some point together. No pressure. If you can't, no worries. I just wanted to throw that out there. Yeah, it is. That's the one with Michael Fassbender, I think. The really, really, really pretty guy. He's just really pretty. Yeah, that's my was it 2006? Was it really that old? That's my favorite one. Ah, I love Jane Eyre so much. But I think we had this conversation many moons ago. There's not many really pretty editions of Jane Eyre. Yeah, it's great. It's on Amazon Prime right now. I rewatched it last night. It's fantastic. Is there anything else you're watching? I actually my boyfriend got me into Doctor Who, so I'm in the middle of season 2, the first season with David Tennant. Yes, please. That I would love to have a full-on discussion with you with Jane Eyre. I don't know when that's going to be scheduled, probably in the fall at some point. Um Again, I'm just working on scheduling it because everybody else who wants to do it with me is in different time zones. Um I'll have to figure out your time zone because I don't want to keep you up if not necessary. The 2006 Toby Stevens Ruth Wilson adaptation is the best. Highly recommend. It's so good. It's just, and I know it's problematic. I know the book is problematic, but I love it so much. Maybe that was the start of like my love of dark romances. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, I love Killing Eve so much. I'm so mad that it's only 3 seasons. I loved it so much. Oh, it's so good. Killing Eve is the best. I'm in my rewatching period right now. Like I just started rewatching the original Sailor Moon. I'm watching Doctor Who. Again, never seen Doctor Who. Mm. Um, let's see, what else am I watching? I've been rewatching cartoons that I used to love as a kid. Excuse me. Okay, okay. I'll definitely plan it because I know some people that want to do it that have never read it, and my really good friend Erin from Erin's Reading Room has never read it, which surprises me because he loves Jane Austen as much as I do. Hi, Mom! This is embarrassing. Hi, Mom! Hi. I didn't know you were watching. Hi. This is embarrassing. Yeah. Okay, I'm totally down. I will put you on the list as someone that wants to read it with me. Absolutely. It's been so long since I've read it. Not that I care that my mom watches, I just thought it was funny. My mom usually doesn't comment. That's funny. Me too. I do too. I haven't read them yet. I think there's 3 or 4, which surprised me because they usually try to do a book a season, and they only had 3 seasons for Killing Eve, which bums me out so much. Yeah. What was it? The one day that my grandmother was watching, she didn't comment, but she she didn't comment during the live, but she commented after it posted. It was really funny. Where do you find your prettier editions of it? Because they don't have pretty editions of Jane Eyre. They keep on reprinting it, but the covers are ugly. Thanks, Mom. Yeah, that's what I'm curious about because I'm not trying to spoil it for you because I don't know how far into Killing Eve are you, Dion? If you don't mind me asking, because I don't want to spoil things because it's fantastic. I don't know. I just haven't found copies that I like. Like I love the like I think it's the Chiltern editions that have the flowers, but like I don't feel like any of the copies have the right feel of what Jane Eyre is on the cover. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I wanted there to be more of a happy ending than Killing Eve. And the ending upset me very much. The Reader's Digest edition. I hate to be on a live and googling things. But oh well. Um, Jane Eyre. Oops. Reader's Digest. Yep, Reader's Digest. The Reading Digest edition. Oh my god, this is so pretty. This is so pretty. I want it. It's so pretty. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it's so pretty. Ah, it's so pretty. Let's see how much people are. Really? That's not that expensive. Wow. Okay. Are you gonna load? Oh, it's so good. I didn't want to spoil you because there is so many twists and turns. Yeah, I love how they look, but like they're not readable. And if I have a book, I want to be able to read it. They look beautiful. Like I love the ones they've done of like Pride and Prejudice. I can't see as is, so like I don't want to squint anymore. I have is it the Puffin edition where the covers just have like they're like the faux leather, but they have the quotes all over it. I think it's a Puffin edition. Okay. Because sometimes when you're explaining something, you unintentionally spoil it, and you're like, "Oh crap!" Okay, good to know. Um, yeah, I've just been doing a bunch of other stuff. Like I've been watching TV for the first time in a long time. Yeah, right, exactly. Like you have the pretty edition, and then the edition that you read. See, Mom, this is why I have multiple copies of things. I have a reasoning. See, Mom, this is why. Like I use the Barnes and Noble editions as my reading copies because they're like $6. But I would love to find like I'm definitely gonna purchase this if it's only. Here's the copy that I saw and was thought of you. I don't know if it'll show because it was white. I don't know if you can see that because of the lighting, but it's so pretty. But again, it's not like the proper. It doesn't give me the Jane Austen feels. I don't know. I wish they just made prettier editions. Like they make editions for 500 million copies of the same book, and then you find one classic and you're just like, but none of the copies are pretty, and none of the copies that are pretty are readable. Mom, you raised me to be a book reader. It's partially your fault. And then you got out of reading, and then I took over, I guess. I've been buying more on secondhand websites. Ah. Yeah, it's just so pretty. I don't know. I just want all the pretty classic editions. Like I want a whole shelf of just I do have a whole shelf of pretty classic editions, I'm not going to lie. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Same. Same. I have a whole shelf of all my Jane Austen pretty copies. I only have 2 copies of all of Jane Austen's work. I have a pretty copy that I don't touch. Um, you might not be able to see it, but my mom actually painted the the spines of my pretty copies, and made that picture for me. I think it was it for my birthday, Mom. I can't remember. I think it was for my birthday. Um, but I don't touch those. even though they're readable. I just don't touch them because they're pretty. And then I have my Barnes and Noble. Like I think each book was like $5 that I just beat to hell. I can't remember if it was for Christmas or my birthday, honestly. But yeah, they're my favorite copies. One of my favorite books is I have a coffee table book of all of Jim Morrison's poetry on my coffee table that I love. The Fairy Loot books are so freaking pretty, and I'm so jealous that you have it. But I'm not jealous like I want to steal them. But like I'm like they're just so pretty. Like I don't even want to read Yellowface, but that that copy of Yellowface that you have is so darn pretty. Which one? Okay, since you have a lot of Fairy Loot copies, which one is your favorite, or you think is the most beautiful one? Good night, Ma. You have a fan club here already. Hold on. I know. Oh, Did you get the Fairy Loot book of Divine Rivals? Because I think that black and white cover is really pretty. Hi. How are you? My mom's always lurking when I'm live. I'll have to have you show it to me at some point because they're so pretty. They are so pretty. I don't want to keep everybody too late, but if anybody wants to join during our Red Rising read along, because I know people joined later on in the discussion, because that was the first thing I spoke of. We will be discussing the first book, Red Rising, on the 6th of the month. Yes, please send me pictures. 6th of the month of September, the 6th of September for Red Rising, and then we're gonna ping pong between two channels. My friend's channel, Who Picked This Book, is we're gonna do Golden Sun on, and then I believe I have Morning Star, and then Dark Age will be on the Who Picked This Book channel, and I think Lightbringer will be on mine. But that's just a rough estimate. Please send me a picture because I want to see. What is everybody else reading right now? Because I'm in the middle of so much. Tell me, tell me, tell me. Everything. How is school shopping going, Kiana? Because that was the last time we talked. Was you were in the middle of school shopping? I still can't get. I'm still trying to get used to doing lives by myself. Ooh, is that by Is that's by Simone St. James, right? I'm. I just finished the Stephen Graham Jones this morning, and I'm working on finishing The Murder of Mrs. Willoughby, which is like a murder mystery with the children of Jane Austen's main characters in her main book series. I love Simone St. James. I don't own any of her books though. I need to fix that at some point. I heard that was really good, but I heard it because it's one of her first works that like either people love it or hate it. I don't know where I'll fall on the spectrum. My back is broken. Ooh. Let's see. What else am I reading? I'm reading that The Murder of Mrs. Wickham. And what else am I reading? Holy moly. Let me look at my story graph. That's so bad that I can't even remember what I'm reading right now. Yes, I'm gonna read The Broken Girls. That's the one Simone St. James that I haven't read yet. I read The Sundown Motel first. Don't Fear the Reaper's done. Let's see. And I want to finish Kindred. Yeah, I have to read the first one of what's the name of that series? The Battle Drum is the sequel. Um Crap. The Final Strife. I have to read that. I really want to. I I want to read a book by him, but everybody tells me to start with his newer series. But his books are so chunky. His books are so chunky. But I do want to read The Art of Prophecy by Wesley Chu soon. Yes. Yep. Yep. Did we now that you're here, Jen, I can't remember, did we discuss on when we were going to start the sequel to A Song of Wraith and Ruin? I don't remember if we did. Weird good or weird bad? I need to start a reread. It's been a long time. I'm so excited. I've been just I guess I don't know. I've just been trying to think of when I was in this really bad reading slump in July. What books brought me to reading? And I remember reading Pride and Prejudice when I was 8 for the first time. And that made me like fall in love with reading. Like I wanted to know what happened. I wanted to know everything that was happening. And I just miss that. So like I'm slowing down my reading. Like I'm only at 58 books for the year so far. I'm slowing down my reading. Um and if I don't finish a book at the end of the month, I don't finish it. I just roll it over. I'm just trying to. Did you like it though? I don't remember. Did I? I don't think I saw your review, or maybe I missed it. Okay, cool. And it's 8 chapters a week, right? I think. I think. I I love Octavia Butler. Like I've read her the first two books in the Lilith series, Dawn and what is the name of the sequel? I don't remember. Um, and that one's a standalone. There's no connections to anything. I think for for Kindred. I mean, everybody's telling me that it doesn't have like second book syndrome, which makes me happy. Yeah, and that's why I've been taking my time with it because of the subject matter. Just reading it slowly. Yeah, It's crazy. Like it's 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 one of those books you have to be in the right mindset to read it because it can put you in a bad headspace. Okay, perfect. So my tabs that I have in here already will be perfectly fine. Yay! That makes my life so much easier. Hold on. Ugh. Here we go. I broke it down like a year ago when Princess and I were gonna read it, buddy read it before, and we just never got to it, so I just left the tabs in. This cover is so pretty. I can't wait to read. I can't wait to start it. I'm so excited. Yeah. I have to take a lot of Octavia Butler's work really slowly. Yeah, exactly. It, same. It's just I don't know why like July was just crappy for me with reading. I mean, I still read like a decent amount, but not as fast as I normally do, and I just found myself not wanting to pick up books every once in a while. I don't like Florida either. I like it for Disney, and that's as far as I go. I hope you can still hear me because rain just started, and that really messes with my audio sometimes. The South is just a mess. Yeah, the South is a mess. Even though I live in the South now, it's a lot. It's a lot. But Jen, you have to read the sequel to My Heart Is a Chainsaw. It was so good. It was so good, and I need someone to talk about it with. Like, I was buddy reading it with my friend Nicole from Who Picked This Book, and we were just like sending voice messages back and forth, like, "Ah, what just happened?" It was so good. I am so excited that the third book is coming out the week of my birthday, March 24th. My birthday is March 19th, and I'm so excited. And that is like, yeah, yep, mm-hmm, yep. It's not that great. It's not that great. Hopefully, no one will come after me for saying that. But it's the truth. Yeah. I wish you were kidding, but you're not. It's just a mess. But, yeah. But I met you guys when I moved here. Book 2 really like helped me keep my sanity when I moved here because I moved here not knowing anybody in the middle of a pandemic. And yeah, I came from a very loud like because I grew up with a lot of people in my house, like a loud house. Um, and then just to move here and have silence and not know anybody besides my mom, because my mom lives like 15 minutes from me. And it was hard, and that's how I found BookTube accidentally. But we're here now. But I don't want to keep you guys too late because it's getting late-ish over here. But thank you all for coming. And don't worry, I'm not going to disappear for another month. There is content aplenty over the next 2 or 3 months coming. I'm so excited. But again, let me grab the book because I want to get as many people to read it as humanly possible because it's fantastic. Excuse me. Nope. No, we don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. All right. All right. I'm having a mess. Oh, there we go. Again, I will be having a live discussion with the author in less than 2 weeks on Friday at 8 p.m., the 18th of August. I hope everybody can make it. And I'm hoping that we can have discussions like this for each one of the books as they come out. And he's an independently published author. He's fantastic. He's a lovely human. I love him a lot. He's great. And I'm excited. I'm so excited. Like, it's kind of cool when you can become friendly with authors that you respect in the art of writing. And it's so cool that I think I freaked out when he started to follow me on Twitter when Twitter was still Twitter. But the interview will be coming up very soon. And I hope everybody can get to it. It's independently published, so I know the majority of North American can get it on Amazon. Or you can talk to him directly and he can mail it to you from Canada. So I'm so excited. Thank you all for coming. I'm so excited. I am so excited. Where am I? There we go. I want to get all the comments before I Absolutely. Thank you, Mel. Oh, that's so funny that your husband says it that way. My grandmother says the same thing. I'm so excited. Still a little nervous, but mostly excited. Hi, Liz. No worries. It happens. No worries. Hi. The majority of it is stuff you heard yesterday anyway, but I appreciate you being here. Yes, absolutely. Is the best way to get a hold of you Discord, Dion? To work on doing the discussion for Jane Eyre? Good night, everybody. Have a good night. Bye. Thanks for coming.